New York to Dallas when long-term contract talks fell through. Adams reportedly started to lobby Cowboys players to put pressure on Jerry Jones to make a deal happen. Jets general manager Joe Douglas was reportedly not happy upon hearing that Adams what he was actually doing. So Douglas also became upset at the Cowboys when details of a potential deal were leaked by the Cowboys. Shannon, should the Cowboys have made this deal happen?
No. It doesn't make any sense for me, Skip. Dak's not coming to. If you sign this kid here and they talk about you're going to give him money and you got Dak Prescott, Skip, that's your quarterback, that's been a model citizen for you, and you don't give him, I don't know how you make that. I don't know. And considering they had just given up a first-round pick, a year and a half ago for Amari, and it was going to require 2 first-round picks. But, Skip, what I don't like players lobbying. Okay, if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there. But when you go out there and you try to, hey, bro, why don't y'all go talk to Jerry, or why don't y'all go talk to John Harbaugh, go talk to this guy to try to get me up. Bro, just go play. And if you don't want to be there, just hold out and says, look, you want to move? And I get it, you upset. Joe Douglas, it's been reported that Joe Douglas told him they're going to get the deal done. It didn't get done, and he grew frustrated and wanted to get out. But I don't like all this lobbying about, come get me and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, Skip, I believe the Cowboys made the right decision. I'm not giving up a 2 first for a safety. Khalil Mack went for 2 1s. That's Khalil Mack. I'm not giving up 2 number 1s for Jamal Adams. I think he's a very good safety, but I think that was too steep of a price to pay, even though now the Cowboys going to say, look, could it have been doable, Skip? Sure, because if the Cowboys are what you believe and what a lot of people believe, they're going to be picking in the low 20s, maybe who even knows, maybe the 30s, because they're going to go get to the NFC Championship game, or they're making the playoffs at least, getting to the NFC Championship game, who knows, the Super Bowl. So those picks down there, but still, that's a steep, steep price to pay for a safety.
Okay, so to me, as a longtime Cowboy fan, here's the incredible irony of what's happened over the last couple of years. We have seen 2 high-pick safeties, both born and raised in the state of Texas, one in Dallas, one went to the University of Texas. They have openly campaigned for the Cowboys to come and get me. Earl Thomas campaigned openly, come and get me. Remember, he chased Jason Garrett in 2017 all the way up the tunnel and grabbed him by the arm and said, come and get me, coach. I want to be here.
Right.
And now the irony was he wanted out of Seattle, and the other high-pick safety, Jamal Adams, campaigned to be a Cowboy and wound up in Seattle.
Right.
I couldn't make this up. It's like the craziest bit of sort of playing musical chairs between Dallas, Seattle, and the Jets. And this is the way it ended up. And here's my takeaway. The one who got away for me was Earl Thomas. That was the key move. That was a Super Bowl move that Jerry Jones failed to make. Do you remember what happened at the trade deadline? The story was, I'm just going by what was reported, that Jerry thought, it's almost like the Dak deal, the Dak negotiation. Jerry thought he had at least sort of a verbal handshake deal with John Schneider, the GM of the Seattle Seahawks, for a 3rd-round draft choice to acquire Earl Thomas. Well, obviously, a 3 is still a lot to pay for a guy you're going to have to really pay. Because when you land him, again, you secure his rights, you are going to have to pay the man his big money.
And you understand that when you sign him.
When you
trade for him, excuse me.
Okay, so how would it have changed life if we're going back 2 trade deadlines ago, they had acquired Earl Thomas and paid Earl Thomas? I don't know. He was the missing link for me because to this moment, the weakest part of this whole football team is at safety. They got Clinton Dix, and that's got to be an upgrade. And we had Xavier